My mom is a pathological liar who enjoys making herself seem like the victim. Unfortunately, I'm always the scapegoat. When I was little, there was one time when she went out to play poker with her friends. As a result, she forgot to go home and prepare dinner on time. After that, she slapped me in front of the entire family. This brat ran off to God knows where earlier. I went out looking for her, which is why dinner got delayed. Because of that lie, I had to kneel in the courtyard throughout the night. When I was studying, I had to take an extremely important exam. My teacher repeatedly reminded the parents to prepare all materials required for their children, but my mom didn't even prepare anything for me. After that, she even said in front of everyone, I've already prepared the materials for her. She was the one who threw them away when she was on her way to school because she didn't want to take the exam at all. Since then, all of my classmates ostracized me throughout my entire school life. After I came of age, my mom kept crying to me in the middle of the night. Your father has been abusing me for so many years. I had to endure everything for your sake, you know. I advised her to get a divorce, only for her to tell an exaggerated version of what I said to my father. Your daughter egged me on to divorce you. She said she doesn't need a useless father like you. I couldn't stand it anymore, so I'm telling you this. He flew into a fit of rage on the spot, which led to him accidentally pushing me down the stairs. I died on the spot from the fall. When I open my eyes again, I've returned to the day my mom cries to me about my dad for the first time. Viv, your dad is such a scoundrel. If it weren't for you, I would have broken up with him a long time ago. I could hear mom's familiar nagging in my ears again. I abruptly opened my eyes and saw mom sitting next to me. She talked while choking back her tears. Judging from the exact same words she was saying to me as she did in my past life, I knew then that I had been reborn. Life has been so hard on me. Mom continued sobbing as she grabbed my hands, letting her tears drip onto the back of my hand. She looked just as sincere as she did in my past life. However, this time, I wasn't in a rush to comfort her. Instead, I silently wiped the tears on the back of my hand against the bedsheet. Mom, I said in a quiet voice. I know, Dad does get a little out of hand at times. Mom started crying and sobbing even more loudly than before. It was as if she wanted to vent and let all of her feelings out. He doesn't care about the family anymore. He's keeping all the money and won't let me even touch it. He doesn't care about you or me anymore and is just letting us suffer. I just asked him to buy me a new dress last week, and he wouldn't stop yelling at me and insulting me in public. I listened to her complaints quietly while scoffing in my heart. Last week? Just last week, Dad had bought her a gold chain necklace, and she'd even proudly shown it off to her bridge club members when she saw them. She'd flaunted, saying that she'd bought the necklace with her own private stash of cash. And yesterday, too, Mom continued, sniffling harder. I just asked him for some buffalo wings, and he threw his fork at me, yelling at me for wasting money on food. But Dad had been away on a business trip yesterday and only came home at the crack of dawn. I reached out and lightly patted Mom on the back. Mom, you're going to get sick if you keep crying like this, I said. Mom then grabbed my hand tightly like I was her lifeline and said, you're the only one who understands, Viv. You're the only one who understands what I've been suffering through all this time. As if on cue, her tears began falling again. It was as if she were born to be an actress. I really can't bear to put up with life like this anymore. If it weren't for you, I would have already. Click the link on the homepage to watch the full follow-up for free.